Hello and welcome to A Cup of Conversation on BRT2 TV. This week I'm lucky in the studio I have an old friend of mine and the first time she's appeared on a TV program here at BRTK. Her name is Özlem Ratip Ferhatoğluları and Özlem is a successful businesswoman. I'm sure that most of the expat community know her as the owner of George Cafe in Guinea, and we'll find out more about Özlem and about the cafe here on A Cup of Conversation. So first of all, Özlem, thank you for coming to the programme at such short notice. I only contacted you yesterday and here you are now in the studios. Thanks for joining us.
It's a pleasure to be here and it's great to be here with you anyway.
Funny enough, you were saying as you were walking down the corridor into the studio that you remember the very first studios of BRT about, it must be maybe 25, 30 years ago. You were saying
maybe more.
Maybe more.
Maybe
Don't give away
more.
our ages or anything like that.
Right.
But that was in Lefkoşa, in the Kızılbaş area of
Yeah,
Lefkoşa.
that's right. It was just a biggish house, a room really.
Yeah.
And we used to go for little school concerts and they used to do the shooting there years and years ago when we were at primary school.
And this is TV or radio?
TV.
TV?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And so there you were as a young girl in the choir. What school was this? Can you
That
remember?
was in Atatürk when I was in Atatürk İlkokulu and 23 Nisan İlkokulu.
Wow.
Years ago.
Years ago. So you remember BRT
Many
years ago.
yeah.
And so is this the first time you're back on TV again after all those years?
Actually, I've been on the Turkish TV in Turkey once, but it was just very short. It wasn't about me. I've just appeared for a few seconds.
Okay, so thanks once again for agreeing to be on my program. And I know that a lot of people, a lot of the expats know you because of your wonderful location, the restaurant and the bar in Guinea area. But before we talk about that, let's go back in time a bit and find out more about you. You are obviously Turkish Cypriot.
Yeah.
Were you born here or in the UK?
I was born in the UK, but I was brought up in Cyprus. I came here when I was about 6.
And where are you from in North Cyprus? Where were you brought up?
In Kyrenia mainly,
Mm-hmm.
mainly. My parents' house is in Arapköy, just outskirts of Arapköy.
Mm-hmm.
And I was educated in Girne and Lefkoşa at Türk Marif College.
So you graduated from TMK.
Yeah.
And then what happened after that? Did you continue?
I went to university in Istanbul and studied business management and economics.
So you are a very well educated businesswoman.
Oh, lots of people are educated in our country, lots of.
But not everyone is successful like you, I think. It's not easy, is it, in this business?
It's not very easy, but it's not just me, obviously. We're doing it with my husband, and he's a great support to me as well.
And in fact, that's where the name George Cafe comes from.
Yes.
Tell us about how you came to run George Cafe. I mean, how many years has it been going?
It's been 6.5 years now. Prior to this, we were manufacturing paving slabs, I think you would remember.
Yes.
And we just wanted to, it was a bit too much, and I always wanted to do catering. And Ali, which is, everyone calls him George, but his real name is Ali, he wasn't too sure about it. But when this chance came, this bar belonged to our friend, and they just didn't want to run it, and they offered it to us. And we had a dilemma, and we've just decided in 2 days. And we started, and then we were thinking about a name. We wanted to change the name of the bar. And one of our friends suggested that we use the name George, because he said, if people ask you where you're going, oh, we're just going up to see George, because everyone used to call Ali George. So that's how it just happened. So we called it George.
And so is George's Cafe?
Yes, so where you going? I'm going to George.
Going down the road to our good friend.
Yes.
And if people don't know, I'm sure most of the viewers do know that George's Cafe is actually at the top of the Guinea High Street, opposite the municipal building.
Yeah.
And it's like a landmark. I see it as a landmark in Guinea. People know about it. You know, you can describe things around the George Cafe. And so is your husband actually the person doing the cooking, the running the bar? What's Ali's job?
Actually, we've shared. I look after the kitchen more, and he deals with the drinks department more. Mm-hmm. But we used to physically actually work a lot when we first opened. I used to be in the kitchen. I used to spend a lot of time in the kitchen, and he used to be at the bar. I used to serve sometimes, but now we just check things, but we are physically still there, and I still like make most of the desserts, and he's around the bar all the time.
So you fulfilled your dream of catering.
Yes. Yeah.
How did that come about? I mean, as a businesswoman, you know, you've got a business mind, but were you always interested in food? Did you go to any cookery courses? I mean,
I didn't. My family in England, there were quite few restaurants, and I used to always go into the kitchen and watch the chef, and I always enjoyed cooking myself, and I self-educated myself, and I didn't go on to courses. I think I need to now, because you come to a point that you have to go on a different level, and you need to learn different things, and I feel I need to, but at the moment we're getting by, so as soon as I have time I will be going to a course in Turkey, hopefully.
Oh, right, okay, that's interesting to know.
Yeah.
But so on the menu, what do you cater for now? Is it European food, or is it local food, or fast food?
We don't really do local food. Throughout the years, obviously when we first opened, we weren't too sure, but I always had something in mind. I wanted it to be very plain and simple. You can have a sophisticated kitchen as well, but people, especially where we are, you have to consider your location and the type of customers and the potential customers that you'll be having. And people just want to look at the menu and see what they'll be eating and understand the menu. So it has to be basic, and we shouldn't forget we do have regular customers, but we do have a passing trade as well, which they would like to come and eat quickly but still have quality food. So we kept it quite simple. Simple in a sense that we still have lots of variety. You can have breakfast, you can have homemade burgers, you can have pasta, salad, grills. So we have jacket potatoes. You still have a big variety, but it is very simple and basic. So you know what you're eating, and most of our sauces, it's homemade. We don't buy ready-made sauces at all. We make everything in our kitchen, except obviously from like ketchup and mayonnaise and mustard. Yeah. Apart from that, everything is homemade.
So do you have a special chef now who's working for you?
I've trained the chef.
You trained the chef?
I've trained the chef. I always, whoever works for in the kitchen, they spend the week with me in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. So everything is made to my recipes. They don't just make their own recipes. So we try to keep the same taste and same standard. It's not because the chef doesn't know, but every chef comes with their knowledge, and they have, obviously we do try to, especially me, I try to learn from them as well, but I want to keep the same taste because our customers are regular customers, and they do come for that taste and for that standard. So I make sure everything is the same. We don't change it.
So anyone who came to Cafe George a few years ago,
they'll have the same taste. If they're having a burger, it will be the same taste. It won't change.
And that's important for people to, especially if you have like a lot of expat customers who want the same. I mean, everyone, not just expats, but even the Turkish Cypriots want to know they're going to get the same quality food, the same taste. You know, sometimes people complain about, that's changed, or the portions have got smaller, or there's always a complaint. So it's it's a very difficult thing to keep going, I think. But so you make sure that whoever comes as a chef, they spend a week with you in the kitchen. This is how I do this, and then you pass it over to them. Yeah. And Ali's at the bar serving the drinks.
Ali's at the bar, yes.
And why, out of interest, is he nicknamed George then?
I don't know. I think his friends just, because Ali, he can't remember names, and he calls people he gives nicknames to people. He calls people George, and they've started calling him back George. So.
That's why it's Cafe George.
Yeah, he's a George now, and I think he believes he's a George now as well.
And in fact, funny enough, I saw recently that you were celebrating St George's Day, which was on the 23rd of April. So it's sort of like a very British type thing as well, British name.
Yes, because yeah, it's just obviously him being George and St. George. It's a good coincidence, isn't it?
It is a coincidence. Good. So did you have anything special going on that day? Did you do anything special?
Yeah, we did do special. That day it was there were events and entertainment and stalls outside of the cafe, and it was for cancer charity.
Mm-hmm.
We had entertainment all day long. EFRA, they're great. We support them and they support cancer charity.
Yeah.
And we work together to raise funds most of the time. We do that 2-3 times a year.
I know, Özlem, that you are actually very supportive of the charities here, because a lot of the people know your location and it's quite central in Guinea. So it's a good place to hold something. Everyone from anywhere, you know, east or west of Guinea can come and meet at your location. How did that come about, your association? Was it through the customers and they were coming to talk to you? And
they approach us, but me and Ali, we always try to support the local charities or local government schools. We tried as much, we didn't have much publicity, we kept it quiet, but we always tried to help, especially the schools, anything to do with kids and the cancer charity. But once, obviously, we had the opportunity with the cafe, we get to see obviously much more people, and our customers approached us, and I'm more than pleased to help them. It's a great opportunity for us, because you know all your effort is going to the right place. So we will be doing more, and we are working on doing more events in the near future.
I know you are very busy, and I see you know, people talking about the cafe, or you know, sharing posts about the cafe, what's going on there. So I'm sure the community is appreciative of, you know, you helping them out, because I mean it's important to have a nice friendly location that, you know, if they get used to you, oh come on Özlem, we've got this event, can we hold it here? Or I think didn't EFRA again have the Abnormals group performing outside at one event? I mean there's lots going on, isn't there?
And as you said, it's very central, so it's easy for people to approach there, and I guess people we try to make them feel comfortable as well when they come, and we try to do as much as we can, so it works both ways. We get publicity, and when we achieve what we want to achieve as well, supporting the charities.
Yeah.
So we will carry on doing this, hopefully.
I hope so. I'm sure you will. I'm sure that people will come again and again and knocking on your door to ask for help. It's not easy, you know, in this changing climate, you know, with lots of places opening up and everything, to be special out there. But I think, you know, Cafe George has kept its name as a great place, because I mean, some places come and go. It's not easy to keep everything going. Is it because it's a family-run place that, you know, you and your husband are a good team and you're a good team of workers? Is that how you would? I mean, how are you? What do you contribute your success to?
We spend a lot of time at work, and we are lucky in a way because we've got the consistency of the same customers, and lots of our customers come back from our paving slabs days when we were making the paving slabs.
Yeah.
We carried lots of customers to the cafe. They carried on supporting us. I would like to thank them for doing so. And we do try our best. Obviously, we're not perfect. We do have mistakes. We make mistakes sometimes, but we are always there for them, and we share a lot with our customers. They're not just customers to us; they are friends as well. We do socialise with our customers. We socialise out of the cafe as well. So we just got to know one another, and so they bring along their friends, their family, and it just goes on from there. It's lots of people. I have customers coming every day, even just to pop in and to say hello or just have a cup of coffee. It's just, we became like a family with lots of our customers now.
And I'm sure that even the tourists who come back every year again.
We have regular tourists. There are a group of people, they come 2-3 times a year, but they would definitely come back to us, which is great, and they recommend it to their friends as well. So when the other tourists come, they come looking for us. So I would really like to thank them as well for
yeah,
supporting
thanks to all the
us.
tourists who come
Yes.
back every time they're here on holiday.
Yeah.
Would you say most of your customers are, you know, tourists or expats living here, or Turkish Cypriots, or both? I mean, do you have a mixture of everyone? Is it, you know, a multicultural location?
It is multicultural. We have lots of expats. Tourists, yes. We have tourists just wandering around. They just come in. They look at it. They think it's busy, so they just walk in. Lots of people. We've got lots of customers coming for the football matches.
Oh yes,
because it's not just football. Actually, we show most of the sports events, international sports events. So people come for that as well. And I think there is a good atmosphere there because our customers, they became friends in our cafe as well. So they started socialising. So we do, and we do have local Turkish people, Cypriot Turkish coming, and very few Turkish people coming from Turkey, and they're regular customers as well. So if they come once a month, they do pop by and have a drink and then leave. So I think that shows that we are successful in a way, because we always have the regular people coming in. So we must be doing something right somewhere along the line.
Of course you are. I think you are definitely doing something right along the line. It's not, like I said, there is so much competition. I mean, eating and drinking is what Turkish Cypriots love doing. And in fact, the expats as well who live here, most of them are retired life, enjoying the good life here in North Cyprus, and going out probably more often than they would normally back in the UK. So there's lots of people out there, but lots of places to go to. So to keep your name, you know, at the front of everyone's mind is quite difficult, I think, but you're doing well.
It is difficult, but there are lots of new places opening, but also there's lots of places closing as well. Because people, when you open a business, you have to see the potential of the customer, what kind of customers that you can pull in. Your location and what you're catering for is very important. So maybe if I had a doner shop there, maybe it wouldn't have worked. So there are places opening, but they only last for a short while, most of them. They become very popular, and all of a sudden, people don't realise, before they open a business like this, people don't realise how demanding it is. It's very demanding, and because you're dealing with people, and hygiene is important, and the quality is important. After a while, people find it really hard, so they won't put in as much as effort probably, and the customers won't be pleased. And also, I believe in smaller countries like and communities like ours, people want to feel special when they go somewhere. So they want to feel they're important, and you should make them feel important as well, because they are important for us. When they come, most of our customers don't even order their drinks. As soon as we see them, we just send them their drinks.
The usual, please.
Yeah, it is the usual, and that's how it works. They just look at the waiter and, oops, they'll have their drink. So I guess we do make them feel special, and we do share lots of things with them. We can share their personal problems. I sometimes make a joke. I know most of my customers' dog's name, or we should try to share a lot. So I think it's not just the food or the drink or the location, it's everything. It's everything that, and we do put a lot of effort in, and we spend a lot of time there. I think that's one of the reasons as well.
Yes, as you say, it's quite demanding, but I think that because you are there most of the time, it's not like as if now, after all these years, you can stay at home and just let everyone else run it. You're actually still there.
We are.
You know, mingling with the customers, making sure things are running smoothly. even after these years, even though everything is settled down. So, Paul, that's the special touch that you give, the fact that you're still devoted to making sure that everything is perfect.
Yes, but lots of people do come there because of the location, obviously, because it's very central.
Yeah.
But also people would like to see us there. If I'm not there, Ali is there. Sometimes, obviously, you can't be there for 24 hours, but we try to do timeshare as well. So if I'm there in the mornings, he'll be there in the afternoons. So at least one of us is around. There will be times, obviously, we're not there. But I think we have a very good, wonderful team of staff now, which they understand the customers and they're very friendly with the customers. And our customers really like them and enjoy their company as well. But you have to realise that people do come to see you as well, not just the place.
Yes, you know, they come in because they know that Özlem will be there to
they come and have a chat. They can, because especially the local people, if they're going out, what do? They call a friend. If they're available, they'll go out together. But with our bar, it's not like that. Lots of people just walk in because they know I'll be there or Ali will be there. Or they will find someone they know because everyone became friendly now. So it's just a meeting point for lots of people. And it's nice to see lots of Cypriot customers of ours and British customers, expats. They became friendly in our bar and they became friends actually, which is, I think, is great.
It is fantastic, and like I said, it's a popular place. I'm sure most of the viewers who live in North Cyprus know about. And your location is fantastic because, as you said, as we said before, it's at the top of the high street in Guinea. You got passing trade, people who might not even know you when you're walking by, and it is always looking really, really busy. And you think to yourself, "Well, this looks like a nice place." You know, if people are enjoying their drinks there or eating there, it must be good. So, you know, where you are is, you know, you're catching everyone's attention, and of course, once they try your food and your hospitality, they're hooked. And they come back again and again and again.
But we do try, not just with the food and the hospitality, we try to look tidy and we want to have our own colour scheme. And sometimes, obviously, it's difficult with the local council because they're not happy. I'll be happy. If something makes me happy, it wouldn't make them happy. So it's a bit of a struggle. It is a struggle, but we try to like a colour scheme. We would like to have our waiters to have a uniform so they look tidy and clean, and it does make a lot of difference. And we do have changes very regularly. We change, all of a sudden we'll change the cushion colours or the styles, or we'll change something in the bar. So we don't stop. We continuously are investing into our business as well.
Which is very important.
It is very important because you just get tired of seeing the same thing every day, and especially when you have regular people coming in, they enjoy changes.
Are you the one that normally says, "I'm fed up with this now, let's do"?
Actually, it's the other way around. My husband is quite hyperactive like that. He can't stand still and he likes changing things. As soon as he finishes a decoration or refurbishment, he'll start thinking of the next one. So he's quite restless that way. So he's the one. He's more. I like to mingle with the menu, and he likes mingling with the decoration. And, yeah.
So he's the DIY man. He's probably putting nail in.
If he doesn't do it himself physically, he'll find someone to do it.
That's excellent. You mentioned before on St George's Day, recently just passed by, that you had live entertainment. Do you normally have live entertainment on a regular basis, or was that just for that special occasion?
Not regular, but now the summer is coming. We had a tribute, Rod Stewart tribute, a couple of weeks ago, which went really well. And we do have live entertainment lined up, but we haven't decided on the dates yet. But we're going to try to have live entertainment every month or every 3 weeks now, but we want to concentrate on tributes for a while because I think it went really well.
Yeah, what's your tribute? Yeah.
Everyone enjoyed them. So it was supposed to be Blondie actually, Blondie and Rod Stewart.
Yeah, I remember the advert for that.
But we will be, yes, having music, and we have one singer that comes from England, and we do have live entertainment with him like 3-4 times a year anyway. So we'll have one with him in August, and then we're going to try to fill every month now until October.
Is that because you want to have the music outside? Is it like a stage area? Or?
Well, no, it's just normally they're one-man bands. They come with their little system and they set up and they sing. We haven't got room for stage, and also lots of people don't come there to have live music all the time. They're there to have a peaceful night, maybe watch a match, or rugby, or even a box match, or have a chat. I don't think it will be too much for that area to have music every night or every week, because lots of people are there to have a quiet night and a chat. We do have background music, but because there are two other cafes, and they're very close to one another. So if everyone has music in the evening, you'll just lose the custom of that area, because it's going to get too much.
Too loud.
Too loud, too much. So it won't be relaxing for them anymore.
But if you do have any entertainment, it's always advertised.
Yes, it's always advertised. Normally it's advertised on Cyprus Today, and we do it on Facebook.
Yeah, you have a page. We'll get out the information about how to contact and how to find out more at the end of the interview. But so Rod Stewart went down really well. Did you have a good? I know lots of people love Rod Stewart. So the tribute act, and the Blondie as well. Blondie is a famous singer. Did they go down well with the customers? Were they up?
They loved them. I didn't realise. Apparently, he's done a few more shows in North, and apparently he was very popular. But I didn't know until I met him. But they just loved him. He was great. He was great.
He is a popular, the original Rod Stewart is a popular
Yes, but
singer.
I didn't realise the act was very popular here, which I think we will do another show, but not quite yet. I'll do other shows and then back to him.
Okay, so watch the space of Cafe Georgia on Facebook to find out what's coming up.
Even the local customers, they loved it. People were just passing by and they thought, oh, that's good, and we carried on adding chairs outside. It was good. A good night.
Very good. Good for business.
Yes.
Good for everyone as well. Good entertainment on a lovely night in Guinea. And I know that as we said before, you've got special events coming up when you support. Do you have anything coming up for any charity at the moment? Can you think of anything that's coming up in the near future?
Probably we will do something maybe for cancer again, but we haven't fixed any dates or anything, so I wouldn't want to advertise yet.
But are you open to other suggestions? Like if
always, of
charity
course.
would like to come along and
always.
say,
I do contact lots of charities, and obviously we don't have events maybe, but we do still help other charities as well as much as we can. But we can't keep on obviously having events there all the time.
But maybe if they want to have meetings there, or if they
of course, they do that anyway. They do that anyway. There's smaller charities. They get together and we try to help them as well, and they have their meetings with us.
Or maybe even leave their collection boxes there. And they can.
Well, we've got their boxes, yes. We've got everything.
You're there. Everything's covered.
Everything's covered, yes.
I know you're talking about matches, and correct me if I'm wrong. I noticed on Facebook, because we are friends on Facebook, that you're a football fan, or one of your family members is a football fan.
We are all football fans.
And you went to a match, didn't you?
Yeah, we went. Me and my 2 daughters went to a football match.
Now this surprises me. Not that I'm saying that girls shouldn't like football, but I mean I'm a Besiktas fan, but I haven't gone to any of their matches recently. But you have 2 daughters, and there's Ali behind the bar, whatever, and you take your daughters to the match.
Yes.
And he's behind there. He's stuck in Guinea again. Did he come with you? He didn't come with you, did he?
No, it was just me and my daughter.
Yes. So the 3 of you are. We
had a doctor's appointment at the time.
Okay, don't reveal that. That's a boring bit. The good bit was
we had a doctor. And then we thought we might as well go to the match while we're.
So that must stem from the girls growing up, watching all these matches there.
Because we support they're both football fans, but we support the local team here.
Yeah.
In Doğan Türk Birliği. Ali's at the board.
Mm-hmm.
And I used to run, we had a small swimming team as well, and I used to run this swimming team of the club. Then we had to stop that for so many reasons. But we go to the matches regularly, and we very much involved with the team. So I think that's how it all started for the girls. I always supported Beşiktaş, and they supported with me, and they got to love football throughout Doğan Türk Birliği because we are at the matches all the time, and they get to know about lots of things that's happening about football, and I think they're just a big football fans now. And
excellent, why not? It's good for them.
Yeah, we do spend time like that. We do like going to matches when we have time.
Speaking of the girls, you've mentioned that, you know, for the past few years, 6 years you said Cafe George has been around?
Yes, 6.5 years.
6.5 years. That, you know, you've been hands-on. So obviously your girls have grown up with that. Have you, I mean, were they with you in the bar? Do they know the business? Are they, I mean, now that they're growing up, are they looking forward to maybe joining you there, or are they going to do something completely different, not go into restaurateur or?
I'm not too sure. My older daughter, she wants to study events management and hospitality, which is kind of parallel to what we're doing.
Yeah.
But she's thinking of much bigger scale, you know, being abroad and doing other things. But you never know, It's early days. The little one, she's not, I don't think she's interested at all. But we'll see, it's early days yet.
So, I mean, did you have them with you when you were your mum as well as
obviously,
boss?
when they were much younger when we opened the cafe, and they had to come with us because they didn't have much choice. So they used to come to the cafe, do their homework while we were working. And they did help along a lot. My older daughter, she still tries to help us when she has time. Yeah, so they know most of our customers, and they're quite friendly with quite a few of them. I guess they enjoy being there, but I don't know if they'll carry on. I'm not too sure about that.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
So you fulfilled your dream of catering.
Yeah.
Are you happy now? Is this what you expected out of doing this business?
I am very happy. I'm very, very satisfied that way. It's very hard. There are times I think, oh, what did I do? You know, you've got no time for yourself. The only time I don't go is Sundays.
Yeah.
But I am lucky because I can still take time off here and there because Ali's there.
Yeah.
But and now we've got good staff that we can leave the cafe. But generally, I'm very, very happy.
So no regrets about taking over that location?
No, not at all.
I think it's a fantastic location.
I think it's just one of the best things I've ever done.
And it's good, and you're obviously very successful at it because, as we said, lots of places open and close, or they don't keep their customers, or, you can't keep up with the pace of the job. But, it's demanding, but you're happy. And if you're happy, then everyone's happy at the location.
I'm happy, and I want everyone to be happy when they're there. I don't want anyone to be upset. If I feel I can't satisfy a customer, I get upset, and I do try everything to make them happy before they leave, because I don't want anyone feeling, oh, I won't go there I don't want them to have a bad experience. I want everyone to leave happy when they go, and I want them to feel that they want to come back. And I love what I'm doing, so I think that affects the whole atmosphere as well.
Of course,
yes. Because people don't want to come and see miserable people around them, and they don't want to see an unhappy host. So I guess that's one of the reasons that we are successful as well, because we are happy to be there. Although it's tiring and demanding, it could be 2 o'clock in the morning, we can be half asleep sometimes, we're still smiling and trying to make people happy. So I guess that's one of the reasons that we're still going.
And you're not standing there saying, come on, finish your drinks, I want to go home.
We did have times like that to our customers. We had few occasions that we actually left the drinks, spare drinks for them, and locked the doors and left because they didn't want to go home. Yeah, we just had left them spare drinks and just put your glasses under the table before you leave, so we can clean them in the morning.
So you locked up, but the drinks were there. And
yes, and they carried on drinking.
And that's the hospitality of Café George. Now, give us just to summarise everything now at the end of this interview. Are you open all week?
We're open every day. We start from 9 o'clock till whenever it's finishes.
The last drinks.
The last drinks, yes. 11 o'clock is the earliest that we would close, and that's winter time, but that's the earliest we will close. And it's open 7 days a week.
And if anyone wants to find out more, do we look on Facebook for Café George? What's the...
Yes, we've got Café George on Facebook. We don't have a website.
And as you said, if anything special is coming up, you normally advertise in the local press.
We do it, yes, we do, especially at the Cyprus Today.
Yeah, in Cyprus Today, and of course on your own Café George site, you can, obviously share what's going on.
Yeah.
And all the contact numbers are there. But if they want to come down and see you, are you normally, what time of the day do you go there? In the morning, or are you there in the afternoon?
I go in the morning.
In the morning.
I'm there till 3:30, sometimes 4 o'clock. Then I leave. In the summer, I go back in the evenings, but winter time, school time, I try to stay home.
And so I'm sure that anyone who wants to meet you, they can find you at Café George, and the summer months are coming, so you'll be there longer time. But Özlem, thank you very much for coming down to BRTK today. Good luck with everything that goes on at Café George. Let us know of future events, and I hope that things go from good to better for you there. You're doing a great job, and I'm sure all your customers appreciate all your efforts. So thanks once again, Özlem. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. And I would like to thank our customers for their continuous support as well.
Thanks a lot. And with that, we come to the end of another cup of conversation here on BRT2 TV. Until next time we meet in the studio of BRTK, take care. Bye-bye.